What up, everybody? It's your girl, Dora Short, and you're watching my fave people, YourMusicMyWorld.com. I love you guys.
Hi, Dawn. How are you?
I'm good. Working like a slave right here in Tubman.
That's good. That's what's up. But always keep working, make that money.
I mean, that's the best part about it. I'm just excited. It's a good time right now.
I know. I'm so proud. I'm so happy for you. Like that. This EP is out. You doing your thing right now. I couldn't be more proud or happy.
And I'm just grateful. God really delivered. When he comes through, he comes through. And I'm just grateful. It's such an exciting time for everyone who's put their hard work and efforts into things with this project. So it's just like a breath of breathing a sigh of relief right now, you know?
Yes, I feel you. Okay. So for my first question, what does Armor On mean to Dawn Richard?
Well, as the EP, it's the baby, but the message is so much bigger than that. I mean, for me, I wanted it to be about the hearts and their struggles and their hardships, and I wanted people not to feel sorry for themselves or be the typical same R&B vibe that it's always been. I don't want to do I've been hurt type of EP. I wanted it to be something that was more about strength and finding strength and vulnerability. So almost like a tribal warrior approach to being knocked down. And Armor On, for me and for the hearts, was if you protect yourself throughout this world, you can make it in life pretty damn good for yourself if you just honor yourself to the bullshit. And so that's kind of what this piece, this EP, this sound has really been. It's aggressive but vulnerable at the same time.
Well, with being in groups like Danny D. Kane and Dirty Money, what have you learned in those experiences that helped you be stronger as a solo singer?
I mean, I learned how to stand on my own 2 feet. I think when you've been being with a group of people who share the same dream, and then when we see our dreams, get taken away from us or fall apart, you can either sit there and wallow in it, or you can choose to move on from it. And I think I've learned in both situations, to never stop running. Even if there's a hurdle in front of you, you may, have to slow down to jump over it, but at the end of the day, you're still running.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I read in an interview that you left Bad Boy because you heard to put out your solo music would take 2 years. When you heard that news, what made you want to even work harder to just go do this whole project independently and just put out something that you loved and believed in?
Well, I mean, I know this industry, and it's like when I went to ask about a solo project, it wasn't even a negative thing for it to take 2 years. It's just the reality of trying to put an artist out when there are other artists on the label. You can't just walk in and say, here's my name, I'm such and such, put me out now. There's a roster that happens with artists that have to come before you. And I understood that, and Puff was very honest with me when he explained that to me. And so he knew my heart, though, and he knew that I wanted to come out now. In this business, you have to stay relevant. You don't have time to wait, and I knew that with the label I might have to wait longer than I'd like to. So I asked to be released just because I knew I needed to act on it now, because I had been in this business for a while, and it's not like I'm coming out as a new artist. People already know me, and they were already expecting music from me. So I just chose to do it on my own, and I knew that would be difficult, but I mean, every obstacle that we've been faced, faced so far, God has kind of brought me through it. So I just looked at this one as another obstacle that we would have to get through.
Well, I'm glad you're doing this independently. You're just working, and you're really doing the damn thing right now, I must say. You really are.
Thank you very much. I mean, we're just sticking to the formula. It's only really 3 people. It's Drewski, the producer, who is really like my right hand at this point, and Carla and I. That's the only people on the EP, and Rick Rude, who did Faith, one of the producers. It's all us going out there hustling and, putting it out there. And I think it's hard work, but it's working, and it's so rewarding to see people get what we're trying to do.
Yes, because hard work does pay off, and it's paying off. It really
is. It does. It does, and we're just going to keep going. I'm excited that people love the video and the dancing because that's something that I had missed.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to dance for a long time, and in Dirty Money, that just wasn't what we were doing at the time. And I understood the process, and it was cool because performance doesn't always have to be an 8 count, so it was okay not doing it. But when you go up on it, you miss it, and I never realized how much I missed it until I got in with the band and we started doing the choreography, and I felt like, yes, so it's good to see people appreciate that part because R&B singers, a lot of soul singers don't dance, so this is something really new for R&B.
Well, with this new EP, Armor On, what did you want people to learn about you the most that they might not have learned before in your previous projects with Danny D. Kane and Dirty Money, and even your last mixtape, A Telltale, I can't say it. It's something to...
A Telltale Heart?
Yes, sorry about that.
I think people who don't, they misjudge me. I think with this EP, I purposely came a little bit more aggressive because I think people don't see me in that light, and so it's surprising to them when they hear it, like a record like Bombs or Automatic, and it's great because Drewski, that side of me, he understood perfectly because he wrote those 2 records, him and Carla, and those 2 records are my more aggressive records, and I think in this EP you see me actually saying things that people wouldn't think I would say, but I've always said it. I think it's just being in a group, you only say 5 lines of it instead of the whole song, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like people got a peek of it in Dirty Money because there was only one other girl, so there was a little bit more of an arrogance and a confidence that wasn't really seen in Danny D. Kane because it was 5 girls. So to be a solo artist and do this EP, there's the strength in it. There's a strength in it that I think people have never really seen before with me. So I think that's what I'm excited for people to hear, the strength in my voice in this EP.
Well, with your new video Bombs, I think it really opened up people's eyes to see what you were really going for as an artist and like the whole vibe of it. Can you explain more what you wanted to represent in that video?
Well, yeah, coming from New Orleans, head pieces and the Indian pieces, like that's what I grew up on. You go to Mardi Gras and you see the crews. We have actual crews that come out. They represent their wards, and there's the witch doctor, there's the head chief, there's there's like a line of people that have status in each crew. And I used to, as a kid, love it, and I wanted to put that inside of the visual and the music. So I thought what better way to do it than the headpieces and the feathers and having black look beautiful and taking it native, making it more about what we stand for, because it's like we have a lives as being beautiful and brown, and I wanted to showcase that. And because it was aggressive and because the EP is about being the warrior, what better way to do it than to make us be warriors in training and fighting for that. So the choreography is aggressive, it's militant, it's all those things made it all in one, and I'm glad that people get it because that's what the sound of this EP is, and that's what the look of it is. It even coincides with the Bombs cover that we did. It's all the same thing.
Well, besides the style of this project, what else has inspired you when making your new EP?
I've been, Joe and I sat down and we wanted to make sure the influence of the music, it coincided with the visual and everything. So, like, we listened to a lot of Phil Collins, a lot of the Police, those musicians that had the 808, the percussions, the drums. We wanted that drum to be the heartbeat, to be the drive of the EP. So it gives off this trance, hypnotic vibe, so that even though the records are maybe moody, atmospheric, they still are danceable. And that was something that I appreciated in Phil Collins' work, and that's what we kind of put into this project.
Well, being around Diddy for so many years, what did you learn from him when it came to promoting your new EP and your music?
Just keep going. You got to put your foot on people's neck. You can't let up for a second. For me, marketing is extremely important. So it's just us getting the sound and the message out there consistently. And I think with Puff being around him, quality is the best thing you can always do. If you give people your best, they'll appreciate you more. So every time I've done things, I've always tried to give quality work. I've always tried to, even if it was free, I always tried to give you guys or the artists, the hearts, the best I could with everything that I would put out. And I think because of it, we've got a reputation for giving more for less. You know what I mean? That people wouldn't have to buy, or people wouldn't have to, we treated the artists like they were the ones that were the artists and we were the fans of them. And I think because of that, it's been successful in doing that.